These senior army officers are among 133 soldiers from different parts of the world meeting in Kampala for the 67th General Assembly of the International Military Sports Council. The Military Sports Council is the body that organizes various sporting events for armed forces of its member countries.
To come together and harmoniously interact in a meeting about friendship through sports towards the contribution of world peace and security is no mean achievement.
If I know you, obviously I cannot fight you, or even if I can fight you, it will be very mild. So our aims of having all this meeting and our program is just to bring peace into African continent.
Indeed, the need for peace on African soils is a call that has become more pronounced over the years with the rise of militias and terrorist groups across the continent. While these military officers are holed up here for 3 days discussing on issues of promoting friendship among their forces through sports, a few meters away from here are the commanders of land forces deliberating on jointly tackling terrorism and rebel groups in the region. The African Land Forces commanders shared information on combating security threats posed by groups like the Al-Shabaab, the Lord's Resistance Army, and a host of other militias terrorizing civilians across the continent.
We need to exchange views, to share experiences on how we can handle them and be able to eliminate them amidst us.
The conference, attended by the U.S. Ambassador Jerry Lanier and other top U.S. military officials, also had members discuss the issue of reducing the size of their armies to a leaner and more professional force, something that Lieutenant General Omala says can only be determined by each country's peculiar security challenges.
If you do a good threat analysis, and then you should have a force relevant to the threat. Because as you possibly know, we went through that experience when we did a reduction in force way back in 1993. And then when we reduced the forces, the threat went high and our forces couldn't meet the challenge.
The officers are expected to come up with resolutions on the key actions that they will take in combating terrorism and rebel groups that destabilize the region at the close of the summit. Chris Ochamringa, NTV.